What is up, Minecraft bros? This is Ryder here. Well, Abrams actually. And today I'm going to be telling you the whole Kung Zhu movie, Rare Kung Zhu movie timeline. Now, yes, this is going to be involving the cloning, True Blood, Project Mystic, and many other movies to come. So, this is the timeline of the Rare Kung Zhu franchise. Now, first here you got is March 2019, when Jammer, Rare Draco, and Cold Space came. March 26, 2019. And on March 2019 was the first movie of the cloning. The first 3 parts of the cloning. When Jammer wanted to think of an idea on how to clone himself all over eBay for just one specific ZooTuber in mind. That pretty much hated us back then, but we're good now. And then an advertisement came on the TV about the Cloning Ray 2020. I do not have it with me, but I'm making a new version of the Cloning Ray 2020 as an example. And then Jammer had an idea. He wanted to clone himself so he could send all those Jammer clones all over the international eBay so that one specific ZooTuber can get him and be happy. Cold Space got involved in this actually because, well, Cold Space is Cold Space. Oh, wait, hold up. Never mind. Erase that. So, Jammer cloned himself. But then Sergeant Surge, Stonewall, Yama got involved and then started cloning them. Jammer did not read the fine print. You always gotta read the fine print, people. And then accidentally cloned Draco. But then Draco cloned himself into a dark, brooding moment into Rare Draco. Notice how this Rare Draco was evil back then, but is now a good guy. He's always been a good guy, actually. Duh. Dragon Clan. So then, Rare Draco yeeted Jammer into thin air. And then, in the Mountain Himalayas, Cold Space was just meditating to calm his ice powers. I can't remember it now, actually. I just recently watched the cloning, and I still forgot what about it. And then Jammer crashed into the Himalayas, and Cold Space was wondering who was it? God, that voice crack was embarrassing. I'm so sorry. Jammer then reminded Cold Space. So then, they went to Infinity and your mom, then get back home, but then Rare Draco was gone. Mr. Squiggles, the inventor of the Cloning Ray 2020, is developing something to declone all the other clones that just happened. He decloned Sergeant Surge, Stonewall, and Yama. Everything went back to normal, but they had to declone Rare Draco. But yet, Rare Draco has escaped to the Mount Zucano. And, yeah, he summoned a Chinese-themed dragon with the same scar pattern on the left eye, and then went to the Zuzu realms. This was the time when Jake was known as the Zuzu Pet King, and then there was Angel Zuzu Crew, and then yada yada yada. He went there so it can cause... So the dragon came around there to cause major damage. No one died. As always, Zuzu Pets never die. But then... Rare Draco was on the mountain being happy, but the thing that was controlling him was Tekla on a TV. Because Tekla is pretty much trapped in a different realm that nothing can enter. And is always trapped for good. But yet, literally, Tekla mentioned Sphinx. Now, the time that when I got Sphinx, I got scammed and got replaced for Diesel, which is my most hated Zuzu pet, because Diesel is just annoying, just like... I hate that sound! Back to the cloning. Cold Space, Jammer, Sergeant Surge, which I kind of got Sergeant Surge involved in this, and then Draco went up to the mountain to stop Rare Draco. It almost looked like Draco got killed but was replaced by a robot named Wire. So then Cold Space stunned Rare Draco with an ice spike he summoned. It only impacted Rare Draco a bit, but then he healed up immediately because, he's Rare Draco, dude. And then, then Rare Draco yeeted Sergeant Surge and Cold Space to the side. Then Rare Draco told Jammer that creativity is not a thing. It actually is a thing. And then Rare Draco changed his mind and was worried that because he killed Draco, yet he got replaced, the robot stuff. And then they went back home. They finally did a clone of Jammer as promised, and now it's all sent into the world. Waiting until that specific ZooTuber gets him. Now, let's move on to True Blood. they were gonna watch the new show that Zootuber was gonna make called A Stranger Appears. I think I remember that. I am not sure. My brain is completely the size of a goldfish. Then Rare Draco was just happy there. Then the news came on and it said that Rare Draco is being sued for robbing a bank. He did not rob a bank. It was Ultimate Rare Draco. Ultimate Rare Draco had the same design actually to mark his scar, his back, his Dragon Clan, and his paws and feet. Rare Draco got pissed. Everyone got pissed. So then they went home. Oh, I forgot to include that Abrams was also part of this, I guess. I don't think he was even involved in the cloning actually. That kind of confused me a bit. But yeah, so then they figured it out. Then the agent that caused Draco to be sued was Sphinx and was all in control from a specific pink crystal, which I completely forgot the name to. Yeah, and then so I forgot the name of this, but I know it. But it creates Kung Zhu's with a mid to high aggression level, completely evil, like part of the Skull Tribe and such. He has a bit of a mid aggression and all. Then kidnapped Rare Draco, tranquilized him with a tranquilizer syringe, and then started shooting at Abrams, Cold Space Jammer, and all that. Oh, and I also realized, I think I remember the Toll was part of this, I guess. I'm not sure. Toll is something else because he's not really a Rare Kung Zhu, but I'm going to include him there because Shuriken Clan, Howler, and shit. Sorry if I cursed, but literally this is a mature thing. Then, when Sphinx took Rare Draco to where Rare Draco caused the dragon to appear, Thorn and Azer were part of this, actually, as they were trying to make Rare Draco part of the Skull Clan and such and such. They made him evil, then kind of attacked all of them, and then they wanted Rare Draco to strike Jammer down, but then Sphinx told him, nah, B. Let Jammer live this time. So let's just get out of here and have a drink in the bar. Sphinx's favorite drink is vodka. I don't know why, because he thinks he's Russian, but yet he's not. Then they had a drink. Mr. Squiggles developed a cure to make Rare Draco good again. Then they invited Chunk in, which I completely forgot that I had to bring in Mr. Squiggles and Chunk into this, and make Chunk a grandma to bump into Rare Draco and Sphinx, so then Mr. Squiggles can switch out the drinks and then put in the cure there. Rare Draco got dizzy and nauseous and all, and then went to the bathroom. Then he saw Jammer, which was fully recovering after all the attacks Rare Draco did to him and his friends. Then he told Rare Draco to be careful. So then they went back to the Volcano. He finally used the number to call Abrams, and then Sphinx was wondering, what are you doing? And then Rare Draco punched the shit out of Sphinx. It was insane. So then Rare Draco came back, hugged Abrams, and then figured out a plan. I will be continuing all of this, actually, but he's developing his Crimson Jonin armor. Now, let's move to Project Mystic. It's basically the continuation after True Blood. Azer and Thorn evacuated the mountain of the Volcano into the foundation of paranormal activity. They pretty much took control of a rogue foundation facility in a redacted site, and suddenly had the chance to take Dogmar. Dogmar was considered a creature captured by the Foundation and classed as Keter, as possibly causing an end-of-the-world scenario, which that's not what Dogmar would do, because if he would do that, then Cold Space wouldn't be a good guy, right? So pretty much, they did the femur breaker similar to SCP-106, when they basically, I think, break their femur or something. I have no idea what is that, but it sounds pretty, nasty. Then the warheads start to become activated. So then Azer, Thorn, and many of the workers, which were basically paid actors, Rocky, Winky, and Diesel, which I can't believe I had to add Diesel into this, even though he's my most hated Zuzu pet ever, into the fallout shelter. Dogmar was left to explode. Oh wait, he survived, swam across the ocean, and then removed the mask that was causing him to suffocate and all from original oxygen that Azer and Thorn were providing. Then he finally felt the air. Stonewall is now then part of this and had something called the Sausage, which basically is a legit white Nerf dart. Why, Wolfie? Why would you do this to him? So then Dogmar came home. Cold Space was excited. Oh wait, I forgot to mention that Jammer was teaching a class for special forces. I don't know why I added Nilla and Rocco, but the fact that they had black nose, I just had to add it there. Then Jammer was telling that Abrams was like struggling and all, which I think I finally had the chance to add Abrams into this. No wait, no, actually that was True Blood. He was telling that Abrams was flunking it up. So then they heard on the news that a mysterious site in a mysterious island has blown up. So then they had to stay indoors because of possible fallout debris scattering around the Zooniverse of the Minecraft Bros realm. Then Cold Space was wondering if it was Sphinx. And they laughed. They laughed because they might think that Sphinx is dead. Actually, he's really not. But they went home, and then Cold Space actually hid the truth, actually, that it was Dogmar. Dogmar then blew up. No, like, he's not dead. I mean, like, he blew up, caused a shadow wave to the whole area, making every single Zuzu pet here in the Minecraft Bros realm crazy. Literally crazy. Forrest was one of them. That was the time when I got Forrest. Hearing Baby Shark and all, because Forrest has serious autism because of his eyes. You could tell from that, and possibly Down syndrome. Shut up. I hate you with diesel sounds, but yeah, I love you because you're rare. Then started going insane and going to, like, the nearest, like, crowded area. Well, not crowded area, more like cornered area. That's what I meant to say. Then Cold Space was wondering why he was there, and he just said that Forrest is not the father. So then Cold Space went up to Rare Draco to see if he caused it. Yet, he did not. He was trying to channel his anger, and then Cold Space interrupted him with the brightest flashlight ever. Then Rare Draco was like, why did you do this to me? And they brought him here to the area. And then Jammer said, you never listen to me. And then Stonewall said, you never listen to me. Blah, 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 blah. And I don't think Toll was even part of this. No, I'm not sure. You know, I'm just going to add Toll in this because, like, whatever. Then Dogmar finally came. Cold Space was so happy to see him that he was in tears. Dogmar yeeted him. So pretty much, yeah, Cold Space got hurt over and over. Stonewall was laughing up a storm. Then Dogmar was like, oh, you think that's funny? Ha ha ha. Let me just punch him more. Blah, blah, blah. And then Stonewall just started laughing and said, okay, never mind. That was sad. And then just started laughing over and over. Now, we go back to what's left of the Foundation. Azer and Thorn survived, including all the workers and scientists there. Then Thorn told to track Dogmar, but the mask was left on the floor and such in the Zooniverse Island of the Minecraft Bros. Thorn yelled so loud that I was almost about to lose my voice. But yet, they finally came up to them. Stonewall did magic, and then trapped Dogmar here. And then Azer, Thorn, and many of the scientists finally found them. They managed to beat up the scientists, but not Azer and Thorn. Azer and Thorn beat their asses big time. Even Cold Space and Stonewall. Stonewall managed to numb Azer and make him more like Forrest. You know. And then Dogmar was trying to hide, then figure out a superpower that he had. Dark Shadow Kunai. He used it on Azer and Thorn. Did not have any effect, as it was not his true power or, like, in true strength. But it managed to at least stun them. But then Azer got the beanbag launcher from, like, a SWAT team that he just knocked out from Sergeant Rivet. And then knocked Dogmar out and took Dogmar and Cold Space back to basically the rebuilding Foundation that has been closed down. Pretty much all the creatures that died in the Foundation is possibly dead because I just said they died. So pretty much, this is pretty much what's right now on the Zuzupet Rare Kung Zhu franchise. Pretty much is insane. It really is insane, actually. So the upcoming movies that I'm going to be doing, the one after Project Mystic, after I finish True Blood, I finished Project Mystic, and then it's going to be the next movie called Samurai War, where we get to see what happened to Sphinx, if he's dead or alive. CZW5 finally coming home to see if Sphinx is alive or not, and then we get to see Goslar, which I did not plan anything for Goslar at all. And then we're going to be doing another movie called The Invader, which means Io is going to be flying above from space, crashing down here, and then, is being tracked down by extremely dangerous alien Zuzupat Kunzu things that are like Kunzu monsters, except they're aliens. And then after The Invader is going to be another movie involving my final 2 rare Kunzus that I need to get. The first one is gonna be Shogun's Ice, which you already know it involves KZ, and then the final Fire, which is Tekla, the Fire Lord. It's going to get insane, guys. Like, literally, you're going to be hyped up for this Rare Kung Zhu trilogy, this Rare Kung Zhu franchise. Even though there's not, like, Rare Kung Zhu's involved, not much Rare Kung Zhu's involved. They have, like, all of them literally going to be involved in all of this. So, pretty much, this is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and I hope you guys are going to be excited for what's coming up in the Rare Kung Zhu franchise. Peace out, guys.